Wait. Sink. Wait. Sink. That was good timing. Sink. Stop. Put that on. Put it on. You didn't bring the merch and you're going to live with the consequences. Don't put it on like that. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Are you done now?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. But you keep it on. keep that on. If you take that off, you're not allowed to speak because I don't know you're part of second rate. You're not a part of second rate. Get out. Get out. Get out. Second
Rate Podcast.
Roll the intro. All right, sit down. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Second Rate Podcast, the podcast where if you're missing your professional attire, we'll make it for you. I'm your host, Caleb.
And I'm your other host, Seth.
And today's topic will be, what's real?
What's real?
That's a great question. You know, in a day and age where things can be a little misleading, a little untruthful, you want to know, and you might have difficulty discerning, hey, what the heck is real? Is this real, what I'm reading? And today, we are going to be beacons of further confusement because we are going to be telling each other things that we have unearthed vis-a-vis the use of the interwebs. And we will be discussing...
Stories from the internet.
Yes, stories from the internet. And we will be discussing whether or not we think that story is real or...
Urban legend.
Exactly.
The way this is going to work is I'm going to read off a story, or Caleb is going to read off a story.
Yes, thank you.
And after we read off that story, we're going to talk just briefly about whether or not it's fact or urban legend or myth, right? Myth or fact.
Yeah. And the one who gets the most guesses wrong has to get the other's face tattooed on their left butt cheek.
We'll have to talk about the consequences
We
later.
talked about it beforehand.
So I don't want Caleb to get a tattoo.
It's
That would
locked.
really suck for Caleb to get a tattoo. I'd be really sad for you to have that painted on your left butt cheek.
Yeah, I would cover up my other one.
All right, so let's start off with our first story. So I'm going to start off by reading the title of the story. This story is called Cropsey of Staten Island. Cropsey of Staten Island.
Okay, Cropsey, Staten Island.
All right, so according to this creepy tale, Cropsey lurked beneath the abandoned Willowbrook State High School for children.
Okay.
Some versions of the tale, Cropsey was an axe murderer. In others, he was a monstrous boogeyman, a rather large figure. In both, he was a murderous creeper hunting for lost children, specifically in the locker room.
Interesting.
His name was Andre Rand.
Dude, of course it's Andre.
He worked as a janitor in Willowbrook State High School before it shut down in 1987. After that, he continued into the living grounds of the school and was suspected for being responsible for the disappearance of several children. They found several bodies beneath the school and blamed them all on Andre Rand.
Oh, dear.
Urban legend or fact?
See, I'll walk you through my thought process for the audience here. Now okay. My inclination when I first heard you say this was when you said, you see, some of the tales, this tale is sometimes told as he was a boogeyman, sometimes told he was an axe murderer. So when I hear the word tale, it usually indicates maybe a fable, maybe, fabricated story. But you went into such detail with the dates, which I guess isn't hard to do if you wanted to make it up.
Given that if it is an urban legend, I could spin the tale as much as I want. And it will always be an urban legend.
You're just further urbaning the legend.
Further urbaning the legend.
I think it's real.
You think it's real?
I think it's real. Final answer.
All right. Well, Caleb, in 1987, Andre Rand was found responsible for the several disappearances of many children. This document was proven true. The kidnapping of 1988 and again in 2004. He now serves a life sentence in prison.
Holy crap. So I was right.
Andre Rand did live underneath the high school locker room.
Did he really?
He lived underneath the high school locker room.
Permanently?
And that's where he stayed. That's where he lived. It was literally an underground tunnel. And he was responsible for the disappearance of many children for more than 20 years.
Wow. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Holy crap. Well, it just goes to show.
Janitors can't be trusted.
I was going to say the same
Andre Rand, we know what you did. Thank you, Microsoft Edge.
Thank you, Microsoft Edge. Wow, that was good. Good first one. That was a good first one. Now, I'm going to start
off light.
Start off light. Oh, if that's light, I hate to think what serious would be. All right, so I have my first one, and this is going to be something that's a little... this is going to be a little bit of a palate preparer. Maybe a palate cleanser, if you will, since that last one was a little solemn. Well, I guess if you think about this enough, it is solemn. This is gonna deal with science.
Science.
Ooh, science.
Like me a little bit
right?
of.
A little bit of what?
A little bit of chemistry.
That's good because this has nothing to do with chemistry. So now this is just a simple thing that you need to tell me if this is true or false.
All right, let's hear it.
The Earth has to be the size of a sugar cube in order to collapse and become a black hole. Fact or false?
Fact.
What makes you say that?
Because that was a wild accusation for you to make. I have no idea.
Dang it. Yeah, that is true.
All right.
The Earth has to be the size of a sugar cube to implode upon itself and become a black hole, where it can't support itself with its own gravity. So, hey, fun fact, guys.
All right, next story. The next story we're going to go over is called The Dog Man.
Ooh, you're a dog man.
Ooh, stop it. All right. Yeah. This Arkansas-based urban legend, right?
Did you just give away the answer
No.
to this?
I didn't.
But you said it's an urban legend.
It started off as an urban legend, but you don't know whether or not this maintained as an urban legend or not.
But if it started off as an urban legend, then it can't be fact.
Why don't you listen to the story?
Okay.
This Arkansas-based urban legend about a werewolf dog man roaming around the town of Quitman merely emblemishes a very true tale. Here to spin you up a little bit.
Okay. All right.
A boy named Gerald Bettis was born. The rumors around town held that he was a cruel and sadist. That he liked to capture stray animals and twist them into experimental units. His cruelty grew as he got older, as he began to abuse on his aging parents. His father was found dead in his home, and death surrounded the whole mystery.
Oh my goodness.
The newspaper said that it was an illness going around that killed the man.
Media!
But many of the townspeople believed that it was a murder by Gerald Bettis.
Yeah, screw that kid.
Bettis basically kept his mother imprisoned in the house as all these rumors spread. And his mother went to testify against him in court.
Oh my goodness.
Where he was believed to live out the rest of his days.
Mm.
However, there were many more experiments that were found in the woods, not only on people, but on animals too.
Not the dog!
I know.
Oh my gosh. Now, riddle me this, story master. What do these experiments entail?
Essentially, like delimbing them and attaching different like heads and limbs on different animals. So, like, if you could find like a wolf with like the legs of a bear.
A were or a wolf.
It sounds like you're starting to say Beowulf.
Beowulf.
All right, fact or urban legend?
Now, I'm inclined to say that this is a very big case of urban legend because what was his name again?
Gerald Bettis.
Yeah, Gerald Bettis. Are you kidding me? Gerald. Hey, shout out to all our Geralds watching. But Gerald? I'm kidding. I think it's a lovely name. But, well, actually, now I don't know because I'm watching your facial reactions and I don't know.
I'm like reading his name over and over again and I'm like, Gerald Bettis?
It's a lovely name. But as one who has worked with delimbing animals before, it's not that easy. Cap. Urban legend. You and I both know this. Go on. Urban legend.
In 1982,
It's an urban legend.
Gerald Bettis was found guilty on all accounts
No
on
shot!
experimenting on animals and killing many people, including his own father.
Are you kidding?
Where his mother testified to seeing it happen, and he died in prison that same year.
Oh my good. Was it natural? Probably not natural death.
He died from several different psychotic disorders.
Oh, okay. Dang, that was true.
That was a true fact.
Holy crap.
This
Pardon my
is
language.
an actual picture of him.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Yeah, it says it is.
I doubt it. That's
Alright.
no way.
You can doubt it.
Well, shoot, that sure was interesting.
Glad I can help.
All right. For this next tale that I have so cleverly whipped up for you. Oh, he said whipped up. Did he give it away? Did he give it away? No. Whipped up as in, did I find it or did I create it? I don't know. Neither will you. So, Benjamin Franklin electrocuted himself while flying a kite, experimenting with electricity. Is that true or is that false?
It's false.
How do you know that?
Just completely guessed.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
How do you just guess that? Okay, what actually happened? Huh?
So you read it, and so it didn't sound true. I guess. Like read it one more time.
Benjamin Franklin electrocuted himself while flying a kite. That's the story, though. That's what everyone's like believes. That's like the story. Have you never heard of that story?
No, never heard of that
Oh
story.
my gosh. I thought it was gonna be such a good one. Okay, fine. Well, I'll re December 1750. What actually happened was Benjamin Franklin electrocuted himself while cooking a turkey with electricity.
Oh.
Because he thought that the turkey would be uncommonly tender and juicier. And
Wait, it wouldn't be juicier. That makes no sense. It might be more tender.
Seth, this was back in 1750.
Well, he's one of the smartest men ever to live, apparently.
No, he wasn't.
Bro, I got Benz in my pocket.
Benny
bro.
F. Did you just take a moment to flex on everyone here? He used Leyden jars, which is an electrical component, as we know, that can store electrical charge in it. And he touched a live wire while being grounded. So instead of killing the turkey with electricity, he shocked himself. And he was injured, but that's probably what made him more cautious when flying the kite, where he did then harness electricity. So, or something like that.
Anyway, I have this one really took me by surprise. I'm not going to lie to you.
Did it take you by surprise?
It took me by surprise.
Mm.
All right,
How surprised were you when you found this?
probably about like 7 out of 10.
If you were sitting on the toilet, would you have slipped off, or would you have kind of just stayed grounded?
Probably would have stayed grounded.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that number out of 10?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Grounded. Okay.
It's like 3 out of 10 times I fall asleep.
Okay.
All right. So okay, my next story. Okay, this one was super interesting. This one's tied. So all of mine are tied to different states. My last one was Arkansas. This one's from Alabama. So this story is called Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate is actually a bridge.
I believe that's a game.
In Baldur's Gate?
Maybe
Hell's
it's
Gate
not.
Bridge, Alabama. A rather small bridge. However, you can drive over it. In the 1950s, according to Oxford Paranormal Society, a young couple driving over the bridge somehow drove their car off a bridge one night, and they both drowned. The legend states, from several eyewitness accounts, that if you drive over the bridge, turn all the lights off on your car and inside your car, lots of people have stated that they have found wet spots on their back seat. 2 wet spots.
That's pretty spooky. Urban legend.
It is an urban legend.
Yep. Easy.
However, there
Easy.
were eyewitness accounts about wet spots being on the seat from someone's sunroof being open.
Yeah, that's probably because they freaking, I don't know, homeless man peed in there from the side. They had their lights off. You can't see outside. It's dark. Come on. Easy. Come on. Ghosts? Urban legend. Come on. Those aren't scary. Goes to a wet spot.
All right.
Come on.
All right, folks.
Urban legend.
We're currently sitting at a 1-2 round right now.
Well, I still have to do my third one.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're just saying from this point.
Yeah.
2 1.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's about to be 2-2.
To tie it up right now, Caleb. You have the chance to tie it up on the first round.
Okay. All right.
Give me something good. Give me something good. I'm ready.
Before we go to commercial break, here's our third round. Fact or false? Viagra dissolved in water can erect cut plants, cut flowers.
Given the active
Is
ingredient that's in Viagra, I'm gonna have to go with true.
Which is? What is the active ingredient, Seth?
I don't know what the active ingredient is, but I know it's a natural ingredient.
Do you think it's true?
I do.
Do you really think it's true?
Is it true?
It's true.
Ah, yeah!
It's true. I hate this game, dude. Okay, yeah. So, Viagra, when it's dissolved in water, studiers, scientists, I don't know who, have found that it can actually double the shelf life of cut plants by helping keep them erect. Stop. Like, for all of our audio listeners, which, according to our Spotify analytics, is 0 people so far. He's flexing. He was doing a bunch of flexing poses. And if we have
3-1, baby.
And I hate this dude. That's so dumb. Okay, well, hey everybody. We've had a lot of fun here. But now it's time to take a moment to thank the sponsors of the episode.
Yes.
I feel like I mumbled there, but you get it. We're going to thank our sponsors.
All right. Yep. Ad break.
See you then. Next time after the ad. See you after the ad.
Gotta get ready for that interview. Oh man, I hate this hair gel.
Has this ever happened to you? You need hair gel for that job interview coming up to look your best self, but you don't have any. Well, no more thanks to the sponsors of today's episode, SR Gel. You see, in SR Gel, we use our patented pyridoxine hydrochloride cyanocobalamin blend in partnership with our fair treatment friends over at treatemright.com. We assure you ethical sourcing and ethical production, sustainably fueled from happy workers, treated fairly and humanely while helping them earn a livelihood for a better tomorrow. We bring you the best of the best. Now, let's go see if we can't find our worried friend. And I think we found our man. Is this what you were looking for?
Oh my gosh! All natural pyridoxine hydrochloride cyanocobalamin SR hair gel.
That'll fix them right up. And that can help you too if you go to srgel.com, use our code SECONDGEL for 10% off your first order of $2,000 or more. Thanks again to SR Gel for sponsoring us. Now back to the episode. This is my job. Think. Dang it.
Too good, buddy.
And welcome back from that spectacular break. I've just been informed from my other host here that he wasn't listening when I was reading the Benjamin Franklin myth. And he guessed at random.
3-1, baby.
And he said, oh, if you would have reread it, I don't know what I would have picked. So I want this to be a show that this is not fair. I should be winning.
It would be 3-2.
No, it would be 2-2 because it was 2-1. So it would have been 2-2.
I got 2 right from my own.
Yeah, I got 1 right. So it would have been 2-2 instead of 3-1.
All right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
My mistake.
I hate this game. I'm just kidding.
Sorry,
It's really
it's a winner's mentality.
fun. All right. Well, the I'll go first this time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's.
So this is more of a this is a little more of a fun one. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is something we're all familiar with. Bullfighting. You heard of bullfighting?
I have heard of bullfighting actually.
The matadors with their muleta, and they'll go
Muleta.
and stuff, you know. So
Yer.
this is a question. Well, not a question. This is a fact or urban legend. So the reason that bulls charge bullfighters, get out your phone and look at me. Get out. Turn that off right now. I don't want to see your. Yeah, good. The reason why bulls charge bullfighters is actually because of the anatomy of their eyes. Red interacts back with the rod in a way that actually enrages them because of their physiology and biology.
So now we gotta think about this.
I got him. He's not as confident now.
We gotta think about this a little bit.
Let's break this down.
Let's break it down a little bit.
Let's break
Okay,
it
so
down.
we know a couple things. Okay,
We do.
we know that one part of that sentence wasn't true.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that it has to do with their psychosis rather than their physiology.
Okay.
Okay. Red interacts with every animal differently. So it has to do with their mental state. Even if it does affect them physically, that enrage them, that would be a mental state.
Yeah. That's wait. Let me just.
Oh, now he's got to re-look it up to check.
Hang on.
All right.
No, yeah. So, the mental state, Seth. Physiology.
Oh, you're changing it.
No. I said physiology because that affects all chemical processes as well as.
Oh, right.
As well
yeah,
as
for
like,
sure. Yeah,
like
yeah,
outward
yeah,
processes.
yeah.
So it does include mental interactions like chemicals in the brain that get stimulated because of the red.
You know, I really feel like you're trying to play this a little bit. I really feel like you're trying to like overplay it.
I'm not.
I think you're trying to overplay
I
it.
needed to look up physiology because I didn't realize fully what that meant. But yeah,
Given all the cap that you gave in that sentence, given all the cap that I think that you're giving,
okay,
I think I'm gonna have to go with it's true.
It's false. Woo!
I was trying to get a facial reaction out of you.
I know. I was really trying to hold it together. So that actually is false. I just made that up now. Bulls can't actually see red.
That's hilarious.
They can't.
That's so funny.
They cannot actually see the color red. The reason why the muleta, which is the cape, the reason why that is red, is it's to actually cover the blood splatters and stains that happens when the bull is fought and subsequently vanquished.
That's actually really gross.
So yeah, it is kind of, it's a little more one of the more gruesome parts of it. But hey, there's that. So what's the score? 3-2.
It is 3-2 right now.
Okay.
It is 3-2 right now.
Okay. Now would you please, oh weaver of tapestries, speak.
All right. I'm gonna. I took a very different approach.
Okay.
To this obviously than you did. I found urban legends that were stories. Right. However, this one was a little bit interesting. So, this one's not as long of a story, but it's still a story. Okay. I took the story route.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. You know what? You tell that story.
I sifted through a lot of urban legends, let me tell you. Urban legends are hilarious, and some of them are very detailed.
Urban legends are actually pretty wild.
They're super wild.
They're very
anyway,
wild.
This one is called Charlie No Face.
Is there any relation to Charlie Brown?
No.
Good.
I don't think so.
That'd be terrifying.
Someone made this up.
I mean, Peanuts movie part 2.
All right. Kids growing up in Pennsylvania in the mid-20th century all heard stories about Charlie No Face, the Green Man, who haunted the railroad tunnel at night. Teens dared each other to go looking for him. People in Coppell, Beaver County knew the truth. Charlie No Face did exist, and his name was Raymond Robinson. Growing up, Raymond Robinson.
Raymond. Is it like ramen?
No, like Raymond. Like everybody loves Raymond.
Raymond. Well, who's Raymond? Why does everybody love him?
Raymond Robinson. Growing up, Robinson was severely electrocuted, lost his eyes, nose, and right arm. As an adult,
what about his mouth?
He would go on long nights,
eyebrows,
not long walks at night on State Route 391. He was sometimes beaten and popped up in unfamiliar locations. Often kids would think they saw him sitting in the underneath tunnel underneath the State Route 391 bridge. He oftentimes was found around cigarettes and beer in those dark tunnels.
Oh, ramen.
People would go there the next morning just to find those cigarettes and beer sitting in that tunnel, as they heard someone lurking behind them in those tunnels.
Oh my God, how do you hear someone lurking?
Charlie was found dead in 1985
Oh.
at the age of 74. Urban
Wow,
legend
he lived a long time.
or fact?
You know, based on there are so many different processes that are going through my brain right now, in this very second, that I have concluded that this is indeed true.
This is true.
Yes, dude, 3-3.
Charlie No Face did actually get electrocuted at a young age and did smoke cigarettes and drink beer underneath the 351 bridge.
Wow.
In Pennsylvania. And he did die at age 74. And his name wasn't Charlie. It was Raymond Robinson. But oftentimes people called him Charlie No Face for a nickname that he was given as a child because he didn't have a right arm. He didn't have eyes. And it just genuinely looked like he didn't have a face.
That's cruel.
Because it was so burnt up and electrocuted.
Kids are cruel.
But he was blind. And so the police report goes on and on about how it was absolutely wild and insane that he found himself under that bridge so often.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. How did he get there? He's blind.
The tale says that he was haunting teens at night, and he just had a ghostly presence about him that would teleport him there.
Can you imagine being able to haunt someone while you're just a actual just flesh dude?
The people in Beaver County and Coppell were terrified of Charlie No Face.
Dude,
However, he was harmless.
Poor guy, man.
He never touched anybody. He never killed anybody.
Dang.
He simply was a drunk old man that got electrocuted and was blinded as a baby.
Wow. That's sad, bro. That's a sad thing. You want to know why? I guess true. It's because I have the vaguest, tiniest little feeling that I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that before. That's why I guess true. It's because I kind of, when you were talking about that, I was kind of like, I think I've heard of that before. So I decided to go with true, and it was true. And now the score is 3-3.
Ooh.
Now the score is 3-3. I don't have anything different to say. All right, now to secure this lead,
Whoa there, buddy.
I'm gonna tell you about Scotland. How familiar are you with the Scots, Seth?
Remember, you have to win all three of these to win.
How familiar are you with the Scots?
Completely unfamiliar.
Good.
I'm gonna turn off my ears here really quick and just let him say it for all of you guys. And just gonna
stop it. Stop it.
la 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 la.
Stop it. Stop it. Well, you did stop. Okay, so this is gonna be talking about the national animal of Scotland.
Oh. Let me just really quick Google the national animal.
So the national animal of Scotland, under a consensus that was agreed upon by people, I don't know who. No, I'm never gonna take a guess. The national animal of Scotland. I was about to say take a guess, but that just kind of defeats the point. The national animal of Scotland, based on
It's definitely a bird.
what I saw, is a unicorn.
It's not a bird. Okay.
The national animal of Scotland is a unicorn.
Oh, is that the question?
That's it.
Yo. All right. So if I looked it up, I would have found out the answer.
You would have immediately found out the answer. The national animal of Scotland is a unicorn.
I feel like I have heard of a country having the unicorn as their national animal.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know if it's Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't make sense to me.
Mm.
That would put you at 3 false now. So I'm gonna think about this like just a standard multiple choice test, right? Because if I answered A, B, 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 because that's what the correct answers have been so far. A, B, 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 B.
Yeah, but also remember in multiple choice questions, sometimes that's what they do. Not to say I would ever do that.
What if it used to be the unicorn?
What if it did used to be the unicorn?
What if it used to be the
What if
unicorn
it
and now
used-
it's not anymore?
What if it did?
That would make it false.
That would make it false.
But it'd also make it true.
No,
Oh.
false.
Is it false?
But maybe true.
Interesting. All right, look at me in the eye right now. look at
Okay.
Look at me in the eye
Okay.
right now.
So, for the audio listeners, Seth and I are currently engaged in just a very intimate eye holding, I would say, honestly. It's gentle but firm.
Let me ask you something.
Tell me. Ask me.
Is fact or cap, all right? Is
Yeah.
Scotland's animal of national the unicorn?
Are you asking me to answer this for you?
I'm asking you the
Because
question.
that kind of defeats the purpose
because
of
maybe
this.
this is fact.
Mm-hmm.
Based on that head nod that I just got from you, I'm thinking that it might be cap. Oh, look at that. See,
No.
that smile is something.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
That
wait,
doesn't mean
no.
anything.
Wait, is it
That doesn't mean anything.
So it could be true.
Doesn't mean anything.
Though it doesn't mean
I'm not telling you
anything.
anything. I'm not going to blink anymore.
All right, I'm just going to spit out 2 different words here, and I'm going to see how you react to both of them. Fact, cap, fact, cap, fact, cap.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be 2 words, but that was 6.
It was 2 words, but they were back and forth.
Yeah, no,
fact,
6 times.
cap,
I'm not going to give you anything.
fact. Ooh,
I'm not
wait,
gonna
so
give you
I
anything.
saw a little twitch in the
I'm not
pupil
going to
there.
I'm not going to give you anything.
See, this is the hard part.
I didn't think this would be such a trip up.
This
Oh my
is the hard
goodness.
part about this, because I've heard this before.
Interesting. Which source? Which source did you hear this from? How do you know you're running with good info?
All right. See, I need to.
I
need a real quick, take a second off camera.
He has gone up out of frame, and now he is out of mic actually, and he's just walking around. Oh, now he's in front of the little camera there. Is this helping you think? Is this stimulating blood flow?
This is.
Alright,
I'm kind of a
that's
pacer.
good.
I'm kind of a pacer.
Yeah. Pacer. Okay. So you're thinking real hard. I can feel it from all the way over here. Oh, he's sitting down. Oh my goodness. We have an answer.
Ladies and gentlemen
Oh my goodness. He's
of the second-rate audience,
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. Oh my gosh.
it's a fact.
The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. Yes! Dang it. Oh, you were leaning towards false for a bit, and I was hoping you'd stay there.
I'm gonna be honest. I always thought it was true. I just wanted to get something out of you to confirm the answer.
Yeah,
For me,
okay.
it was almost like a 60-40 yes no.
Yeah.
And the last one, I went with my gut and said no, and I was wrong.
So that's when you didn't trust yourself.
No, I did trust myself. I didn't trust myself in the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So now you trust yourself.
I gained a little bit of confidence back.
That's
all
a
right?
really good message, guys. Trust yourself.
Trust yourself.
Unless you have bad instincts.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Unless you have bad instincts.
Unless you're a woman.
Unless
Let's cut
you're-
that out.
What? Can you sit down? Wrong spot, but that'll do. Can you lean in a little bit? Lean in a little bit. There it is. Now look to your left. Yep, good. Hey guys. Hi. It's past. Seth and Caleb. We just want to real quick come at you to explain that. Put that away. We just want to come at you. That's actually really on what you're trying to go for. Anyways, we just want to explain that this second camera angle is going to be used past the unicorn bit because our main camera died. Sorry. Ugh. Happens, is what it is.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
See,
and we'd rather not
The
re-record the
big
whole thing.
takeaway from this is that even professionals mess up.
Even professionals, and we are professionals because we do have merch embroidered, partially. So we just want to let you know that camera angle, it's gonna get a lot of love after the unicorn part.
It really is gonna get a lot of love. And
Yeah.
we like this camera angle. It's kind of classy. It's kind of secondary.
Yeah,
But you know what? It captures a nice little washed out view of us.
it does.
Of a 1080p
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. You know what? It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Would you say it's
It might be second rate. Huh. Wow, that's poetic when you think about it.
It
So
is rather
actually, this is an
poetic.
artistic choice. That was good to do.
all right? Well,
We've talked long enough.
that's all right. All right, back to the episode.
So the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn.
W's
Because in Celtic mythology and history, The unicorn is a symbol of purity, innocence, as well as masculinity and power. And so that was true. And so that was true. And now it's on to you for your last one.
All right. Let me quick pull up my next one.
Oh, someone's unprepared. Look at this guy over here. Huh? He's unprepared, huh? Probably because it's a fact.
Final answer?
I really want to say yes, but no, read it.
All right. I need to quick pull it up.
Oh, look at this guy. Real professional, huh? Right, guys? Right? Right? Who's with me, right? Wait, I mean, right? Sorry.
Are you done?
I'm done. You may read.
All right. This one's called Murderers Through the Medicine Cabinet.
Interesting.
This is really funny.
Okay.
In 1992, the movie Candyman introduced audience members to a scene that has become almost cliche. A villain burst through a bathroom mirror to attack an unsuspecting
A bathroom
victim.
mirror? How is that cliche?
A woman by the name of Ruthie Mae McCoy called 911 from her Chicago housing project, saying frantically that men were coming right through the bathroom wall.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, police made minimal efforts to enter her locked apartment.
I wonder why.
After the reports of gunshots, a neighbor insisted that the building managers check on Ruthie, where they discovered her body.
Well, I should unlock the door, Ruthie. That's an L move.
Fact or cap?
Okay.
Urban legend
Okay.
or fact?
Okay. What? What? Okay.
Ruthie made a big stink about this one, and it was filed all over police reports.
Ruthie made a big stink.
And apparently Ruthie was found dead.
Yeah, Ruthie made a big stink. Got into a little bit of a tizzy about it. She was found dead.
This whole report was submitted on Facebook by the neighbors.
On Facebook.
Right? And this was years and later. It was the parents told their kids this story, and the kids posted it on Facebook.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do.
And the movie Candyman was based on this very story.
Okay.
The horror movie.
Here's what I want you to do real quick. Tell me what is 2 + 2.
What if I don't know the answer? Just like you don't know the answer to this.
What is 2 + 2? What is 2 + 2, Seth? Say it.
Square root of 16.
What is that, Seth?
4? What?
Good. Because that's what the score is now. 4-4. Because this is a fact. Thank you very much.
Well, Caleb.
Yeah. It's a fact.
There were many stories that were ripped off of the movie Candyman.
Mm-hmm. This one's a fact. Don't even play with me. Don't even play. This is a fact.
I hate to disappoint you.
No, this is a
I
fact.
hate to disappoint you.
This is a fact.
I hate to disappoint you.
This is a fact. You're playing it up.
But Ruthie McCoy did call 911. Do you know why she called 911?
Why'd you call 911, Seth?
Because a villain did burst through the mirror and did kill her.
Ah!
And it is a true story.
Yes! 4-4!
Ruthie was found dead, and the murders were
Oh,
apprehended and
man.
had broken through the bathroom medicine cabinet, and she was killed.
That's crazy.
And the movie Candyman in 1992 was based on this very story.
Man, I love profiting off of other people's misfortunes.
Yeah, it's 4-4. 2 more to go.
Man, I'm so glad that actually worked out. Wow.
Did you actually think that it was a fact, or did you?
Well,
what was
okay,
your motivation to saying that?
Okay, so I said fact right away before you read it.
Oh, and
Then when you said that, it sounded like, oh, it could be a fact. So then I said fact. And I also wanted it. I wanted it to be a fact. I'm going to be honest. I really wanted it.
You wanted to be a fact.
Because I said fact in the beginning, and then I also made my whole bloviating remark of, oh, what's the 2 + 2, 4? Oh, because now it's 4-4. Which worked out in the end, so I probably seem really cool right now. Probably sound really cool. That's right. That's me. Cool guy. All right. How much do we have? How many do we have left? 2 left?
Let's see here.
I have 2 left.
You have 2 left.
You have
I
1
have
left.
1 left.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's a total of 2 stories left, and the score is 4-4 matched up.
All right. So
almost game point. All right. Almost game point.
here's my urban legend, which you could also just call a maybe it's a fact or not because it's not really a story. So, humming. You know that we all like it. Yeah, we all like to do it. It's a nice little way to, unless you hate it. Sorry. We all like to we all like to do it. We all like to get some humming going, you know, we all like to get that going. Now, there's actually a thing that you cannot hum with your nose closed. If you plug your nose, you can't hum. Because since you are closing your nose, your vocal cords, they cannot wiggle as much in order to produce the sound. Because your bad boys in your throat, they cannot wiggle as much. Is this true or false?
Are we? See, it depends on like what we're counting as.
Answer
humming.
me.
Because like I can make this noise.
You cannot continuously.
Okay, so what did you say? So
because your vocal cords they cannot.
No. What like so? Fact that you can't do it.
Fact, the reason you can't do it is because your vocal cords cannot wiggle.
Oh,
because of the nose being plugged.
Cap.
Dang it. Well, I mean, why'd you say that?
Well, because it would be because your nostrils are closed, not because your vocal cords can't do anything.
Dang it! I really thought I could. I really thought I could get that. I had this. Okay,
See,
okay.
This is the beauty of
stop,
testing out.
Stop. Let me real quick.
This is the beauty of anatomy.
Stop.
All right.
No, stop.
Because you gave this answer, I was able to test it out right in front of your own eyes.
No, stop. Okay, this is what
So
my
you're like,
original, the thing I have written down. My original thing I've written down is that I was gonna ask you, can you hum with your nose plugged? Yes or no? But I was concerned I'd already said that before. And so then I just made up an elaborate ruse, which was actually, horrible. Because you could just test it out. You shouldn't have been able to test it out. I want to redo. You should not be able to test it out.
Caleb, my fellow co-host, can you say the score for me really quick?
I don't want to.
Can you? No, can you?
No.
Please say the score for me really quick. 4-5. It's what?
4-5.
Or 4-1?
It's
4-5.
4-5.
4-5, baby. Yeah.
Dang it.
Off the game. Off the flame.
Okay, that one was
just
a little
like that. Baby.
No, that was a little easy. That was a little charity work. I like to do
charity work.
I like to do charity.
Okay, well, you know what? Thank you.
You know what? You're welcome.
Put her there.
Dang it.
All right.
Stupid. All right. Say your thing.
My next one is kind of hilarious, actually. In Delaware and Spring Hill, Florida,
okay,
in the same year,
okay,
in 2014,
yep,
it was believed that people's Halloween decorations were dead bodies.
Oh my.
Multiple phone calls across the East Coast were reporting dead bodies in people's front yards.
Wow. Is that it?
Factor cap.
Jeepers criminy.
Were there dead bodies in the yard, or were they Halloween decorations?
That's truly incredible. And you know what? That would be even more incredible if that was true. But this is actually an urban legend. And I know that. Go ahead.
In Spring Hill, Florida, a pair of handymen found several bodies that were assumed to be mannequins brought to a dump for a landfill that were used and mistaken as Halloween decorations in people's yards and were not reported by the many families and children that passed them in several different states. That is a true fact.
That's what I said. I said true.
Oh, you did?
I did.
You did say
true? I said true. I said true.
Yeah, can we roll back the recording really quick?
Don't roll it back.
Can we roll back real quick? I think we should roll back. Should we roll back? Yeah, I think we should roll back. Look at the camera and tell me. Tell our viewers. Tell our viewers what you said the first time.
I said that it was an urban legend. True. It's 6-4.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah!
All right. Well, I'll just tell you this fact anyways, because even though the score is now, I can't win anymore. We'll still talk about it. So this is about.
I could potentially give you a bonus round if you wanted to try to tie it up.
let's see how this one.
All right, okay. Let's
See. This will be worth 2. So then, if I get it right, no. If you get it wrong, then we're tied. If you get it right, then I lose even worse. So here we go for my final factor cap, which is worth +2, by the way. Don't forget.
It is worth +2 just because he needs the charity points.
Just because grace and mercy abounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Fugelside is a rather competitive man, and so am I. And
Hey.
neither of us like losing.
Grace and mercy abounds. So this is a story that I have for you, and I'm not going to tell you anything else except what I've written, and you need to say if it's fact or cap. Einstein, Albert Einstein, also known as Albert Einstein, was a famous physicist, scientist, dude. He was a famous man. Smart guy. Very smart man. Now, Einstein had made it clear that he did not want his brain to be studied after his death because he knew they yielded very little results. And so, what happened was, the man performing the autopsy, Dr. Thomas Stoltz Harvey, stole Einstein's brain against Einstein's wishes, as you may remember. He wanted to unlock the secrets to genius and see if they yielded information that is helpful. And so, what happened was, he got found out by the Einstein estate. Okay? And they wanted him to give it up. And they threatened him and wanted to make him give it up. And he tried to convince them. However, it was to no avail. They ended up taking the brain, taking his medical license. He lost his job at Princeton. He I don't know if this is necessarily correlated, but he had 3 failed marriages. And yeah, okay, and for the next 40 years, he went to and fro.
What was the date?
It was
I happen to remember when Einstein died.
1955. Is that fact or cap, Seth?
All right, so let's gather details really quick.
Let's gather them, shall we?
A doctor, okay, performing an autopsy. That's
Yes.
at least 8 years in school, okay? Someone operating on Einstein's brain has to be very well-to-do, okay?
Yes.
So Princeton would line up.
Yep.
However, in 1955, Princeton wasn't the best medical school at the time, okay? So we know that. However, it still was a prestigious Ivy League school in 1955, so therefore we can say for sure that Harvey could be a real man.
Mm-hmm.
You also gave a detail that he had 3 failed marriages.
I did.
You also gave details about Albert Einstein not wanting this, and he was found out by the Einstein estate. Now,
Yeah.
Einstein wasn't a very rich man.
His family. By the state is what I
Right. We know that Einstein wasn't a rich man.
meant. Mm-hmm.
I know how much you like to use big words. There were several big words in there.
You're darn right I do.
There were several big words in there.
That's why I like this one.
Something tells me
Mm-hmm.
that you were ready to switch up this story based on a dime.
Mm.
And you did find evidence of this being a real thing. But I don't remember anyone performing an autopsy on Einstein's deathbed.
Not on his deathbed.
Right. Deathbed is a figurative term for someone being dead on a bed.
Oh,
And in order to perform an autopsy,
it's not the normative use, but I'll allow it.
it isn't the normative use, but it is a figurative term.
Okay.
Even the facts that I know
Okay.
about Einstein already,
Okay.
I'm going to go with this was an inhumane act even for the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say cap.
It was cap, but not for the reasons that you think.
What
happened
What are
was-
the reasons?
What happened was the family found out. However, they struck a deal with Harvey,
Really?
who convinced them it was for scientific uses, and he promised.
So he did perform the autopsy.
And he promised
Wow.
in exchange for the keeping of the brain, he would keep it from publicity,
From it going public.
and from souvenir hunters.
Wow.
So he cut up the brain into 240 pieces. He put it into various containers, mayonnaise jars, cardboard boxes, and vehicle trunks. But he was found out. And then the stuff that I said that happened to him did happen. But for the next 40 years, he was going from place to place, hiding the pieces of brain in basements. He eventually gave it up to a museum of the name of which, or some place, the name of which I don't know.
That is so sickening.
And
to have like a piece of
they-
Albert Einstein's brain in a museum, that's so gross.
yeah, but they have it hidden away. Almost no one is able to see it, but they do have it. And that is something that happened.
Imagine being rich and like sitting there looking at your bucket list. You're like the prince of Indonesia, and you're like, I want to see Einstein's brain.
Oh my gosh!
And the
Can we
museum's
run
like,
back that?
we
exit?
only allow our VIP members
Mm,
of this museum to see that piece.
yep.
Now, sir, I don't know if you can necessarily afford that.
No, I can't afford it because I am the Prince of Indonesia.
That was an Indonesian accent.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, what's the accent?
I
Who's the
have
prince?
no idea. I don't know how to do an Indonesian accent.
Oh, I see. That sounded a little French there.
It was.
I thought maybe there was gonna be some character building of this.
I
Prince.
wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people in Indonesia did speak French, though.
Fact or cap? People in Indonesia, a lot of Indonesians speak French.
Cap.
In 1935. Holy crap, there are more than 700 living languages in Indonesia.
Oh, there's like a couple thousand in the U.S., isn't there?
Holy crap. No, I don't think. Wait. Okay. There's
I guess
okay.
living languages is
No
a very
French. Let's see. American languages. 'cause-
U.S. languages, I should say.
Oh yeah, American USA language. Because our official language is English. Oh, never mind. The United States does not have an official language. Oh well, guess not. Although English and Spanish
What's
are
our
widely used.
Constitution written in? Question mark, exclamation point.
English, Spanish, other Indo-European languages, Asian Pacific languages, other languages. Holy crap, there's a lot of languages that we have actually. Holy moly. Whoa. So fact or cap, the United States has an official language.
Cap.
That's actually true. In 1873.
That's wild. That's
I'm
wild.
just kidding. Well, that concludes our episode today. I know it's a rather sad ending because I lost. Sorry for all of you Caleb supporters out there. Next time we'll get him. Next time we'll get him, and I just want to apologize. I just sincerely want to apologize that I wasn't able to pull it off. My immense brain, sometimes I limit myself to help others. So thank you very much, everybody, for
I would like to thank all of the listeners out there on Spotify. I just want you guys to know that I've been throwing up L's and I've been absolutely flaunting this W in Caleb's face this whole time.
Yeah.
But, as I said, sometimes you gotta, tone it down a little bit to, stoop down to Caleb's level in order to win. I didn't want to blow him out of the water, but we ended up coming out this one with the W.
Yeah, thank you again to our special thanks to our Spotify listener.
And thank you to Metro Slamboni.
Thank you to Metro Slamboni. Hey,
Slamboni.
Shout out. Metro Slamboni. Yo, love Canada.
My boy from Canada.
Got some good stuff there.
Pipe down off the chain game. All right. You flame it down right now. All right.
And now, let's hand it off to ourselves, our better selves, as we go to this intro.
That's true.
Hey guys, I'm on a roof, and I'm here to tell you, thank you for watching our episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, why don't you consider subscribing? We also have a Spotify that we posted our first episode on too. It has no listeners, but you could change that. That's all for me.
Once again, guys, thank you for watching the Second Rate Podcast. Make sure you follow us on our TikTok and Instagram. And as always, stay second rate. See you next time.